Oh shit, okay, before we start, fuck, I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
If we start now, we definitely won't finish before midnight.
Why you always do it at the end of the day? Just do it at the beginning.
Come on, Patrick. Tu n'as pas cuisiné. No French today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to the TBD3B podcast. The podcast where we talk and you listen, and is also interactive.
The important point that we always like to stress, because if you leave a comment, we'll mention it on the show, because we don't get enough comments either way. Welcome everybody to episode 26. We're on season 4. This is the 3rd episode, and we have just about hit 1 year of the podcast.
Woo!
Yeah, it's all the celebrations.
I didn't think we'd make it.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. But we are here. We made it after 1 year, where the beginnings of the podcast were online the entire time, and now we're in person. I'm watching Alon scroll on his phone right now.
You know what I'm scrolling through?
What are you?
The topics list.
Oh, nice, nice. Do you have I think one thing you did mention before we started was no French. You know why I didn't put French on here?
It's because the last 2 episodes have been entirely dominated by French.
Well, that's maybe part of the reason.
Because I talk about French all the time outside the podcast, and you get annoyed.
Quite. I've heard about French a lot now, and
terrible language, honestly.
I'm sure you've definitely talked about that before, and I don't think we needed a refresher on that.
Did I?
No, please.
Okay.
No. I'll give you 1 minute.
No.
Say all your stuff in 1 minute right now.
I've got nothing to say. I've actually been I haven't been doing that much French in the past week, so I've got not much to say. Actually, we haven't done this podcast in like a month, so.
That's actually false. Our last one was 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, really? Unbelievable.
Wait, is that even true? Oh, no. That's what I had to deal with, like, all of these past 2 weeks. Wait, I'm going to fact check myself, as we are also a factual podcast. Oh, it was 2 weeks ago. Okay. Correct. So we're actually kind of hitting our target that we set.
Yeah.
Of, like, an episode.
Nos cibles.
Every 2 weeks. At least between
Un
this
épisode
one.
chaque 2
Okay.
semaines.
That's enough.
Alright. He said I had 1 minute.
The minute's up. Minute is up. Right, so let's just talk about 1 year of the podcast. This is episode 26. If you are a astute member of society, you would know that a year typically has 52 weeks, which means this being the 26th episode, we have averaged an episode every 2 weeks for a year.
Wow.
That's an average over the whole year, because it definitely was not.
Well, we were really dedicated at the beginning for that to average out to be that way.
Yeah. Definitely for sure, because we had like a 5-week break over winter break where we didn't have a single episode, so somehow it all worked out.
The next year will not be like that. 100%.
Well, we'll see.
In order for it to be like that, we'd have to actually be as though we were at the very start of the podcast when we were doing it every week.
Or you just maintain the actual.
No, because then we can't take breaks.
That's true. That would be tough. But you know, there's more opportunity over like the summer when there's actually time. Hopefully. I don't know how it's gonna be with our work ventures. Do you think you're gonna be overworked, have no time during your summer?
No.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think so either. So, you know.
I mean, yes.
Good play. Terrible. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, probably not gonna happen. Too idealistic for the realistic world. Do you have anything to say about after a year? Do you have any favorite moments
No. Oh, I don't know though. I like when we had the guests; those are good.
I was gonna say that the guest episodes were all fantastic, and we're looking to still get some more guests on for some episodes this season. We already have one guest who agreed to come on. Well,
that'll be a surprise.
Well, we've talked about it before, but we were planning to do it next week. That was the plan.
I can't do that.
But we definitely can't do that now for multiple circumstances. So we'll see if we'll do it after spring break or at the end of spring break, as that will likely be the most opportune of times to finally get our guest on. Hint, the guest name starts with a T, so...
Oh yeah, I know one person with a name.
Exactly.
T-Mock, that's the name of the UTD mascot.
There we go. So look forward to that. That will probably be the next episode or the next one, depending on how we actually schedule it out. But I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I think I agree. That's the highlights, I think, of the past year in terms of the podcast. So let's do a little bit of recap between these 2 weeks of the podcast. For both of our lives, it's mainly been dominated.
2 words.
By, is it 2 words?
Operating systems.
Oh, okay, I was going to say O and S. That's like 2 letters instead, which can still function as the same thing. Yeah. That was a lot of work.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it had to be that much work, considering how we just reverted back pretty much to...
Well, also, like, was it really that much work except for, like, did it actually feel that suffocating until the last, like, 2 days? Like, the week in between, was it that bad, do you think?
Well, on Friday night, I went to bed at like 7 in the morning.
Okay. What was the reason behind that one?
I don't remember it. I don't remember anything actually at all. My brain ceased to function.
Okay, that was Friday night.
And then I went to bed at 6 in the morning on Tuesday. Monday?
Tuesday night?
Monday night? Something?
I think it was Tuesday night.
Okay. No, it was Monday night. That's when Ukraine got yoked off the map.
Yeah, that was Tuesday night.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Sorry. It was the day before that. I remember because on Tuesday night, we had taken a little break, and I went to take a shower. And when I got out of the shower on the TV, it was Ukrainians.
I thought that was Wednesday. That was Wednesday. Your shower.
Oh yeah,
fiasco,
it was definitely Tuesday night.
It was the.
I don't think it's a fiasco, bro. I mean, come on.
Which fiasco?
Yeah, the one where they made fun of me for saying, life is good, and then.
I think that was just a joke, but yeah, the whole Ukraine thing happened on Wednesday. Because I remember we were supposed to have turned it in that night, and we didn't. And we took a late day instead. So that was Wednesday. But yeah, you're saying so 2 of those days you had like basically all-nighters. Would you categorize them as all-nighters? Still not.
I went to bed.
Okay, but I remember your classification of all-nighter was that the sun has to come up.
Did I say that?
While you're awake.
I must have said that.
Did the sun come up while you were still awake?
I mean, it was light.
Okay, so that counts.
That's not what sunrise is, though.
Okay.
There's a difference between sunrise and...
Okay, sure. Okay, what's the difference? What sunrises you can see like the little...
Well, I mean, it's like on your phone, it'll say what time sunrise is, and then it'll be before sunrise, and you'll see that it's light. There's like a scientific nomenclature for what sunrise is.
What is the scientific nomenclature?
I don't know.
Oh,
Probably like the sun above
so
the
you just
horizon.
servant to your phone weather's app?
Well, I mean that's like sun above the horizon probably, right?
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Sure.
I don't know. I
Maybe.
mean the sun rises like that way or something. I can't see it out my window.
Well, either way, you went to sleep very late.
Yeah.
Or early in the next day, you could say.
Mm-hmm. L'aube, they say in French.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'm going with this, but this class overall, like this
I don't
project.
think it had to be that bad though. I'm pretty sure this project was not supposed to be that hard.
Well, yes, I can already think of a few circumstances, such as us starting on Monday.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
We started 5 days later.
I didn't finish reading the write-up until Wednesday, so...
Yeah, that's not very good, and I agree. It definitely shouldn't have been as hard as we made it out to be in the last few days, where we didn't even accomplish everything that we really wanted to.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Okay. Well, that was like, this is the current period right now that we're discussing this. It's like the calm after the storm, right? Because we submitted it on Thursday. Today is 2 days after Thursday. And now it's the calm before the storm as well.
Calm in between storms.
In between storms. Because this next week will be bad. In that there is a checkpoint due within a week for the next project. And there's a sizable amount of work required, I think. So we're kind of not in the best places, but I'm curious to see how it will go. If oh shit, I was supposed to. You're still planning on leaving Friday? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The project's due on Friday.
Oh.
So
Well,
I was meaning to ask you. I don't know. If you're leaving on Friday, it kind of means we have to like plan to finish Thursday.
What do you mean the project is due? Like the checkpoint?
The checkpoint.
Okay, we'll discuss this off the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I meant to ask you after then the topic came up and I only just remembered now. Either way. That's why I'm saying this next week will be bad. Because we might even have one less day than
I think it'll be fine.
is actually given. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. We'll do a debrief next time we have a podcast. The elephant in the room, well, it's not really an elephant in the room, but it is a pertinent topic. As we were saying on Wednesday night, you'd come out and you were saying life was good in juxtaposition to the current world news of Ukraine being invaded.
Yeah, my roommates had the TV on, and it was like Ukraine being invaded, the fall imminent.
And you just come out of the shower.
Yeah, it was just like tanks and bombs and missiles.
Explosions heard.
Yeah, like long lines of cars trying to flee Kiev. Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't laugh. It's like horrible.
I know.
But
what's funny? Okay, this isn't funny, but what's relevant is I remember 2 weeks ago, like when we were doing the podcast, the last podcast episode, I think you were looking through the podcast list a little bit before, and you were like, we should add Ukraine to this.
Yeah, and I messaged you on Discord.
I know. I don't think we discussed Ukraine.
No, actually, no. In between, I was after the podcast. I was like, how much you want to bet Ukraine will not exist by the next time we do the podcast?
It's actually crazy.
That is what I said.
We should have made a note in that last podcast. Oh, wait, no, you said it afterwards. Okay. Podcast. Well,
Ukraine still exists.
Things move fast in 2 weeks, but Ukraine currently still exists. Why don't we make a note? Next podcast episode, we'll see if Ukraine still exists. Because there's fast-moving developments, and I don't know. Everything is just getting escalated, like, faster and faster, it feels. Have you been keeping up with What?
I mean, I just saw the headline that Germany is doing some stuff.
Yeah,
But Germany never does stuff, so that's like big.
that is big.
And I'll be really surprised if Switzerland does stuff.
That's true.
That
They
would
did
be
do a little bit of stuff in like halting, I think, future or more Russian guests or like customers or something like that.
Switzerland did?
Yeah,
Whoa.
but that's like not acting on their current customers or whatever, I think. So it's not like the big moves that would be expected, or not expected, but that would be really news breaking. What did happen that I was going to say is, do you know about the Swift? Have you heard that?
I've seen it in the headlines. I don't know what it is.
It's like basically, I watched a video that explained what it is, and the person in the video described it as the WhatsApp for banks. It's like a communication platform and protocol that all the like major financial institutes all around the world use.
Was it like the Bloomberg terminal?
That's like for trading, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, maybe. I don't know quite sure what the Bloomberg terminal does, but
Me neither.
yeah. Recent developments within like today, they're cutting off SWIFT from certain Russian banks. So like they're really going. These sanctions are ramping up, and I don't know. It seems like a point of no return at some point because like Russia is going in, now the West is going in. It's just all over the place, and I don't know where it stops.
Probably stops when they take Ukraine. I mean Kiev.
Maybe the war part stops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the sanctions stuff.
No, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem to faze him. Like he knew it was gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all just part of the calculations for him.
Zelensky though? Giga Chad.
Yeah. The dude is actually he's been posting those selfie videos of him just all over Kiev.
In the front line,
Yeah.
not leaving. He was like, he was on the phone with the leaders, and he was like, they were offering to like airlift him out of Kiev, and he was like, I don't need a ride, I need ammunition.
I stay in Kiev, and he was like, one of the headlines was like, in his call to EU leaders, this may be the last time you see me alive. Well, he's still alive, so...
Man's an Uber Giga Chad.
I know.
He's a comedian, you know?
I know, he was a former comedian.
He played the role of a high school teacher or something that was like fed up with corrupt politicians, and then he like accidentally became president.
Well, he's trying to fix that, yeah.
And then 3 years later or whatever, he became president. What a guy.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure he was not expecting to be handed this kind of crises when taking office. I mean, but it's quite remarkable how he's handling it.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, very impressive.
Volodymyr.
We'll see about his state and the state of Ukraine next podcast episode, because things are fast moving. Another thing that is fast moving in overtaking the world between podcast episodes was Wordle, which you have been participating with.
But I mean, last podcast was only a couple weeks ago, right?
2 weeks ago.
I mean, Wordle's been around forever.
I know, but the big jump in, I think, like when the New York Times bought it, a lot more media attention started getting on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't know about Wordle until like 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
It
was like a big deal, like
at the start of the pandemic. I know.
Okay, I thought it was just a month ago.
I don't think so. I think it was. Oh, maybe it might have been a month ago. I thought it was earlier in the pandemic. Like the dude started it, because I'm pretty sure like people have been doing it for a while, and it had like a traction and a following near the beginning, and then it kind of like died down.
It just came out in October of last year.
Okay. So
not quite.
We're kind of in between our two things. I know. Well, even if it still came out October of last year, that's still a good 5 months now of it. I know it had a bit of buzz at the beginning, and then it kind of died down, and then the big media storm came again when I remember the first time I saw it was people were really annoyed that they missed the word knoll. That was one of the Wordles, Knoll.
No,
Yeah, and everybody was like posting on it about social media because
it's a strange word. No,
Yeah.
Grassy knoll.
Yeah. And then the New York Times bought it, and now apparently people think the New York Times are tampering with the word list now.
Yeah. I mean, we've had double letters like consistently for the past few days.
What does that mean, double letters?
Like null, as an example.
Oh, so it's like repeated?
Yeah.
What is...
a couple of days ago it was vivid, which is a double.
That's true. Does that make it harder?
Yeah. Because you want to guess like more letters, right?
Yeah.
So it restricts you.
What's your first word strategy that you use?
Apparently, other is optimal.
Other? Okay.
I mean, there's actually an optimal like algorithm for doing Wordle.
Okay.
With like decision trees and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that video that you watched?
I didn't actually
Okay.
watch it.
You
but
know,
yeah, like it's the same idea.
Yeah. You were watching it. It was in the bloopers of the last episode.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you had it open, and then everybody came in and was like snooping on your computer. What's funny is it was 3 blue, 1 brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
He actually made an update. I think his algorithm was like
that's where other comes from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
I didn't actually watch that either. Just somebody told me that he said other is the way.
Oh yeah. I know that people have been doing what was it, Crane?
Mm-hmm. That's from the first video.
Oh, okay. So other is like the update.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Crane was the old one. Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your first word then?
Other.
You do other also? Okay.
The word was other a couple days ago.
Oh shit! Did you get 1 out of 6? Then?
No, I was still using Crane back then.
Oh.
That's what convinced me to go to other. But I had a friend that got 1 out of 6. Because,
yeah. That's crazy. What's like the most crazy word or the hardest? Have you missed one yet?
Yeah.
Which was the one that you missed?
I don't remember.
I remember, like, I heard there was one that was Calc, C-A-U.
No, I got that one.
You got that one? Okay. I don't really follow it, so I don't know any of the other ones. But yeah. Are you still playing it now, like daily?
Yeah, it's on my daily. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a dumb game, honestly. But I mean, you know, it's fun.
Does it not test your English vocabulary?
Not really.
Really?
They're like simple words.
Yeah. Like caulk. Did you know that word before?
Yeah, it's the stuff that you like. You know, like the tube, and when you're like trying to like put it at the edge of the wall. You know that thing it's like paste, and you like squeeze it out of the tube with the handle, and then you like push. That's caulk.
I didn't know that word before.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like there's a word list that's like guessable words, and that's like a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah,
like there's some stuff in there that's like not even English, like amour in French. Like,
wait, I remember when we were doing. What was the one that I was helping you out when we were in the UC?
That was ulcer.
Ulcer.
Yeah.
And we were trying to rices. That was like the guess we did, right?
Yeah. Not a word.
Definitely not a word, but it was a guessable word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do your friends play it as well?
Yeah, we have a Wordle chat.
Are they really good at it?
I mean, you know, some of them is it's like average. You know, I think the average is 4 out of 6 or something. It's like they expected.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. What I do know is with Wordle's popularity, there's been a lot of like spin-offs that have come from it. Like I showed you the one called Wordle.
Yeah. That one's easy though because I mean you just have to.
Yeah, I mean there's not like the list is like 200, which is a lot easier. There's also like it's the same formula of Wordle where you're actually guessing words based off of character spaces.
Like this one, easy, Iceland, right? Oh, I should have asked you what you thought it was before. So.
Iceland, yeah, or Switzerland.
No, that looks nothing like Switzerland. Literally not at all like Switzerland, bro.
Okay, man. Was it Iceland?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations.
Thanks.
You did a great job. There's also been like the 8-word ones. I saw there's one called Octal.
Mm-hmm. That sounds hard. Well, actually, no, it may be easier.
It's like 8 words, and you have like or you have 8 tries or 10 tries. You think it would be easier because you have more letters? And there's less 8-letter words. Maybe.
Yeah, there's less 8-letter words. That's why.
Okay, that makes sense.
Are there less 8-letter words?
Well, it makes sense that the longer you get past,
but you can like tack on prefixes, right? Like anti-disestablishmentarianism. Oh, that's a word.
Yeah. That's gonna be like the only that long word though.
Is it though? I mean, you take
No, but once you like get a few letters, I think it would be easier. So
yeah, maybe.
I agree. It would probably be easier the longer it is.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
Narrows down your possibilities. Okay. We're just going through some stuff. Wordle. That was what was popular before. I was going through the list of subreddits that I often will. Have you? Wait. I remember you said you've been trying to stay off of Reddit. Have you reneged on that, or are you still?
Yeah, I'm still pretty much never on Reddit.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, occasionally my friends will link me something on Reddit, and I'll go, but I don't browse on my own usually. I mean, like some very rarely, like if I'm doing a Google search, I'll do like something Reddit because Reddit's like nice. But,
sure.
And then maybe I'll like browse a little bit on the.
Yeah, then you start doing. There you go.
No, but not as much as like how it was 2 years ago.
How was it like 2 years ago?
I mean, I would like stay up, keep me up late.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm falling victim to that a little bit since it's can be addicting to just keep going through.
Especially on like r/AskReddit.
Yeah, I know those are especially.
I don't go. I have to stay away from AskReddit completely. I do not read those.
Yeah, I mean, like half the time, I feel like they are not truthful or
it's
real.
good creative writing.
Hyperbole all around. What's your time sink bet if you don't use Reddit?
I don't know.
Damn, you're just a very productive person.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, the reason I brought it up is one of the ones that I guiltily will sometimes still visit is applying to college. Even though I never...
Of all the subreddits.
I never went to that subreddit when I was actually applying to college. And I didn't even know about it until one of my friends linked it to me. Like, basically after we'd already finished applying to college. But it's funny just going on there and seeing
stressed out
high school students and the shit they post. Anyway, this one's actually a little bit interesting because it's about UC Berkeley, and it's a news story about how UC Berkeley are slashing the number of admitted students they're admitting this year by almost 6,000.
Whoa, why?
Because the reason is there was a lawsuit by like a non-profit organization in Berkeley, California that said basically UC Berkeley over the years had been doing kind of unrestricted admissions growth. Like they were getting too many students and stuff, and it was contributing to all the students taking like all the housing, which was contributing to like the housing crisis that was there or problem. Also noise and trash problems from students, as expected from college aged individuals.
That's the darn homeowners association.
Yeah. Oh shit, you reminded me. I'm gonna note that down because I have something to say about HOAs. Okay. Either way, they filed like a lawsuit, right? And I think I don't know if they won or whatever, but one of the results was a court has ordered UC Berkeley to do that thing of slashing admissions
Right.
And
So even
UC
lower,
Berkeley also appealed, and I think they got denied. So,
even lower admissions rate. Right.
and a lot of people were on the subreddit because they're all college students. Were extremely mad. They're also shitting on the people who filed that lawsuit, which I guess from their perspective they would be, especially if you were like really wanting to get into UC Berkeley and you got denied. I mean, you would have no idea if you were denied already or if you were one of those like 5,000 that were retroactively denied, but they were not happy. And one of the terms that I saw that they were describing this like nonprofit group that did this was NIMBYs. NIMBYism.
Not in my backyard?
Yeah.
Wow, I knew that.
Yeah. I never heard of that term before, but apparently you have.
Uh-huh.
Do you know where you heard it from?
Yeah, it was my 7th grade Texas history teacher. Don't remember the context, don't remember what it means.
Okay. Well, I think you can deduce what it means just from the
They
name.
don't want college students in their backyard?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I already described like why they filed the lawsuit, but yeah. Apparently it's like a derogatory term, and that's what fucking these college students were having a lot of hate. Those posts titled with the flair rant, you know, as it goes, just venting their feelings about homeowners in Berkeley, California. So, you know what? I'm very glad that I am not in that process anymore.
Yeah, honestly, it sucks. I don't know why you would want to subject yourself to the secondhand horror terror that is applying to college.
I only go on there for like 5 minutes just to look at the hot.
Your daily dose of...
No, I don't even do it daily. It's like once a week.
Oh,
just
your
to
weekly
see.
dose of sadness and depression.
Yeah, and of I don't know. Sometimes happiness, where they're like, I got into my dream school.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. It happens. That's part of the reason. I think I said this last time when we were talking about grad school. Like that's one of the main reasons I don't want to even apply to grad school or grad programs or like PhDs, anything like that, because of the whole college application process again.
Yeah, but it's not as bad, I don't think. Because when you're in college, you actually become a real human. And so it's like you can actually do things.
Okay.
So like if you're really passionate, you know, you can actually do real research, you know.
True.
Get to know your professors, you know.
Except
we're not passionate, and we don't do that, which obviously means we are also not interested in grad school, so it does not apply to us.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but if you are interested in grad school, you would already be doing these things. So
I don't know. I feel like there's a subset of people who are applying to grad school who are interested, but maybe haven't done all the necessary things that they have to do, like doing a lot of research and stuff like that.
No, but what are they doing, man? Just go out and work.
Just go on. Well, yeah. It's up to them how they do stuff. You mentioned, wait, why were you, oh yeah, you mentioned the HOA because of,
Berkeley.
Yeah. I did not know how restrictive HOAs can be.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty, do you have any experience with that?
Something about, something, I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, my parents get letters from the HOA.
Do you know any like requirements that you guys have to adhere to with your home?
I mean, there's a bunch. I don't remember.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
One
time, I don't know if it was the HOA or one of our neighbors, but they got upset with the way they did the way we did our landscaping.
Wait, what landscaping? As in like the shrubbery or?
Yeah, we like planted some like flowers or something, and they got offended.
What the fuck? Did they do like a formal complaint or anything?
I don't know. There was some letter in our mailbox.
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, man.
Shit, man. Like, how grotesque were the flowers? Were the...
I mean, I didn't like them either.
Did you tell your parents that?
Yeah. But I don't know.
How big's your? I know you got the Texas size home, but how big is your like front yard back
Not
here?
that big. It's just, I mean, you know, we got it's like, yeah, yay big.
It's not. Why don't you provide a little bit more detail? Like, is it a car length long? 2 car lengths? How long's your driveway up to your house?
Well, my driveway's in the back.
What does that mean?
You know, you got the front of the house and you got the back of the house.
So the driveway's in the back.
Driveway's in the back. There's like an alleyway behind the house.
Oh, what the fuck? So the garage is not at the front of the house?
Correct.
Interesting.
I don't think that's like a Texas thing. I think it's just the way the house is.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think that just sounds like an interesting house design. So you have to like.
I think it's pretty common. I think if you just like look.
Well, definitely all the neighborhoods I've been in Oregon that I drive by every time. I never see that.
It is a Texas thing. I don't know.
So it's like you have like an alleyway, and your car goes there, and then it like snakes around, and then to your garage. So what does the front of the house look like? There's no driveway, so it's like a lawn.
It's just grass. There's like a walkway into the front door.
Okay.
And then there's a sidewalk. And there's the road.
I have seen like the ones. The garage is still at the front, but it's like more sideways.
Yeah. What is your house just a garage in the front?
Well, yeah, it's like just at the front of the house.
Wait, it's just like there's no like front door?
There is a front door.
Okay.
But I'm saying it's like the garage is here and then the front door's right here.
I don't understand how that's. So where is your front door relative to your garage?
Garage is right here, to the right of side of the house if you're looking at it, and then there's like a very short walkway, and then there's the front door to the house.
Wait. So okay, so nobody knows what we're talking about.
I'll have some MS Paint.
Yeah, just.
What's your confusion here?
You have your garage.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the like front the street. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's the street. Here's like the
street. Yeah.
The lawn.
Okay.
Here's a garage.
I mean, the lawn is to the left.
Okay. Here's the lawn.
You got the garage. Here's the street. You got the garage. All right. The garage is on the right side. Okay. You got the driveway here to the street.
Yeah, I understand.
Then you got the lawn on this side, so it's not in front of the.
Yeah.
So, garage on the right side, front door's right here.
Okay, and you're saying you've seen some houses that are like what?
Where it's like, actually, I don't know what I was gonna say. I think it was just like the garage is a lot more to the side of the house instead of, it's still like front facing, where if you're looking at the house, you'll see the garage doors. I've never seen one where they're like hidden away on the back of the house, where you have to like go on a fucking alleyway behind your house.
Yeah. No, you can't access the garage unless you go through the alleyway.
Is there like a gate for that alleyway, or is it just open?
Some houses do. Our house is not.
Okay.
A bunch of our neighbors one year like got a gate. That was like the happening thing in our neighborhood, getting a gate to their.
It was like the trendy thing.
Yeah. We did not end up getting a gate. Yeah, it's kind of small. So there's no room for
the alleyway.
Yeah.
Is it like 1 car wide or 2 cars?
The width of the alleyway?
Yeah.
1 car.
Okay.
Yeah. No, if somebody else is coming out and you're coming in, so one of them has to back up. But it never happens. Like very rarely.
Yeah. I mean, that would have to have some very bad coordination between your family members, in order for something like that.
No. I mean, like, it's a shared alleyway.
Oh, between multiple houses?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's something new because, like I told you, I've never seen this before.
Okay, so. It's like a road.
So it's like in between the 2 houses.
Yeah.
In between you and your neighbor.
Well, no. It's like, okay. You have. Okay, here's the road.
Okay.
Here's our house, our neighbors, like all the neighbors, like on a line of houses.
They're all along the street.
And then there's like a left turn here. Okay, so there's like another road here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's an alleyway that runs parallel to the road in front of my house.
That just seems like another. Okay.
But it's not another road because it's like tiny.
Wait, so that means like all the neighbors that share this alleyway.
Yes, that's
only one car.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If there's two cars, one of them has to back up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How many houses share one alleyway?
A bunch.
And this has never been an issue?
I mean, it's been an issue sometimes. Sometimes people are getting like work done, and there's like a pickup truck or like two pickup trucks parked in the middle of the alleyway.
Fuck?
And there's another way. There's like another alleyway that kind of goes. There's like a network of alleyways that go behind.
Bro, it's just a fucking.
So there's another way to get there. We have to go like around.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like another street, but it's just tiny, and it's for accessing driveways.
You should send me a picture of that. So when you go home for spring break, so I can get a visual.
Just look on Google Maps.
Okay, I'll do that afterwards. Because I can't. That just seems like so weird. Like, why not just connect the garage with the street?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's it's. I mean, it just makes a lot more sense to have the garage, the normal way.
Yeah. Like, you've seen houses, right, in Texas that just do that.
In Texas,
all Texas houses are doing this. This alleyway.
No, not all Texas. No.
Okay.
I've seen houses that are like the traditional Simpsons way.
Fucking, because the whole assumption when you were describing it at first, I thought it was each house has their own little. Like, no. I thought it was just next to the house.
Oh, and you like go around back?
Yeah, you just go around back.
No. You have to go around all the houses. There's like an entrance to the alleyway. Like it's like the alleyway.
Fucking what?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Is it like does it look like an alleyway, as in like unkept?
No,
does it look
the HOA
nice?
will get mad if you.
Oh, okay. HOA strikes again. There we go. Wait, so
if your garbage can it looks the wrong way, the HOA will get mad.
Wait. Okay, so this is the alleyways are like on the back sides of the houses. Mm-hmm. So that means you have like a backyard also, right?
Yeah.
So is it like in between the backyards?
Yeah, we can say that.
So it's like you basically just have a driveway, but on the back of your house instead, right? Because like you got your backyards here, and then to actually go to your house.
Well, our backyard isn't really on the back; it's like on the side.
Okay.
It's like house, right? The backyard's like over here. We have a pool over here, and then there's like the driveway. So it's like house, backyard, pool, driveway, alleyway, and then road. You're welcome, guys, on the podcast.
It's just extra work for me. Wait, so like, do visitors ever get confused, like where they have to go to park, or do they just
park in the front of the house?
Oh, you can just park. Okay.
Well, you can do that normally too.
That's true. I know, but I don't know. Like when my friends sometimes like drive to visit, they'll park in like the driveway, yeah.
But what if your parents need to get out?
Well, it's like too wide.
What if they park in front of the wrong one?
Well, that issue hasn't manifested itself before. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. It just seems like you have like, I don't even know. It seems like the back of the house is like the front of the house in a way.
No.
Sure.
No, I mean the front door is the front door.
Okay. Like there's a back door, isn't there?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean there's the door to the garage. And there's the door to the backyard, which is actually on the side. So I guess you could call it the back door.
Interesting. I'll definitely check that out on Google Maps because I've never seen that before. Leave a comment, listeners, if you've ever seen this kind of housing arrangement before. Also, leave a comment if your master bedroom is in the downstairs or the upstairs. Still need to collect some data about that one. HOA, that was the whole topic, right?
Oh, what?
They mandate do they do stuff about your like pool in your backyard?
I don't know, man. I don't.
Do you guys do maintenance on the pool at least? Like you have to do a cover and stuff, like
I don't
during
know
the winter.
cover,
Like cover it up during the winter.
Why we don't cover it up?
Oh, okay. Does it freeze over then? Oh wait, never freezes. Did it freeze over during the winter storm?
Yes, it did.
It did.
It froze.
Okay.
But usually it doesn't.
Yeah, it usually doesn't. So I forgot that Texas is.
I mean, it's not that warm. You know.
I know, but usually it's not in the freezing temperatures, is it?
No, I mean it can get pretty cold, but.
What is pretty cold? Like freezing temperatures?
Like 20 degrees, like what it is right now.
Every year, winter?
Yeah. Multiple days, like weeks.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because
we're in North Texas, you know. It's not. We're not in El Paso.
I'm pretty sure North Texas, is that not still like the same longitudinal line that's like LA, San Francisco, Phoenix?
Yeah, well, maybe, but.
And,
well, not Phoenix. It's north of Phoenix.
Okay.
But Phoenix is also in the middle of a desert. So.
Yeah, true. I don't know a lot about the geography of Texas. I'm sorry.
We got mountains, you know.
I do know that.
We got Great Plains.
Yeah.
We got Coastal Plains. We got Piney Woods. I learned this in my Texas history class. And we got Texas Hill Country. Those are the 5 regions of Texas.
Is that the most you learned out of Texas history?
No. Also, Stephen F. Austin and Maribel Lamar.
How about Houston? Sam Houston?
Sam Houston, yeah. There's a big statue of him in Houston. Sam Houston. Davy Crockett.
Is there a guy called Dallas?
Yeah, I don't know. I tried looking that up once. It was an inconclusive search.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Are you ever curious about, but was that why you were curious about why it's called Dallas?
I told you that?
No, I just assumed because you were like searching up.
Yeah, something like that.
The dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas is a name.
It is?
Yeah. I've had people.
Called Dallas?
Called Dallas, yeah.
Really? With the same spelling? D-A-L-L-A-S?
Oh, yes. Huh?
The fuck? In Texas?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why. I'm struggling to think why. That does not seem like a very common first name. Dallas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did they? Well, yeah, of course they lived in Dallas, right?
You know, Plano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah. 20 minutes.
When people ask, like, when you have to say where you're from, do you usually say Plano instead
No,
of
I say Dallas.
Nobody
knows what the hell Plano is.
Okay. That's like the same for me. Actually, I usually will go with the actual city. I'll say Tigard, and then I'll be like, that's close to Portland. There you go. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, the one city that I know in Oregon. If you do even know any cities in Oregon, so.
Yeah, no, just say Dallas.
Yeah, makes life easier, I guess. HOA. The whole reason I brought it up is my parents were looking at property, like I think over winter break, and one of the HOA like requirements for this one property, it was like there were a lot of requirements about like what kind of like windows you could have and like window curtains and like I don't know what you call these, like the blinds. There were a lot of restrictions. Maybe it's standard for HOA, but I have never heard anything about HOA stuff because my parents never talk about it.
Yeah, the HOA are like Nazis about having.
It really is like I was like, listening to some of the fucking requirements is ridiculous how restrictive. And then you gotta fucking pay them as well.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's
like
to keep the property value up or something. I don't know.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense because I thought you like buy the property. It's like yours now, but I guess not because you're in a whole land of properties that need to be maintained.
Some
fucking house buying. Interesting. But that's a long way off. I don't think we'll be buying houses anytime soon. Let's see. Oh, this is an old ass topic that I've had on this topic list for like 8 episodes, and we never got to.
That's like how many episodes we've had in total.
You're a funny guy. I have a friend who once told me that gifting someone nail clippers is like an insult. Because I thought that would be a good gift idea. I'm all about
what?
I'm all about being practical, right? Okay, maybe it's not like
what?
If someone gave me nail clippers and I didn't have nail clippers and they were new shiny nail clippers, I think that would be a good gift. That would be useful. Let me explain. I don't see why it's so weird. Like,
in what situation is nail clippers like an appropriate gift?
Okay, so
for like their birthday, like happy birthday years, no.
Okay, like for Christmas, you get fucking socks. You know, that's like the cliche thing. Nail clippers are just as useful as socks. How are socks more acceptable compared to nail clippers?
I mean, don't give your kids socks either. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm not saying give it to kids.
Okay, don't give your friends socks.
Okay, I'm just saying I don't think nail clippers are as outlandish as
as a gift.
Would you be insulted if someone gave you
insulted? I mean, I'd be confused.
What do you expect out of gifts? Like, what's
I mean, not nail clippers. I don't know, like I mean,
a
the
gift
most
card.
Yeah, like a gift. I mean, Amazon gift card. I mean, I think would be more useful than nail clippers. But I mean, that's kind of thoughtless. So I guess that's like taboo to give gift cards.
Exactly. Okay, so the reason why my friend thought nail clippers would be considered an insult is because
you're like sending them a message.
Yes, you're sending them a message that they need to clip their nails.
Yeah, that's kind of is true.
I guess you could. Yes, I see how you can interpret.
Okay, yeah. If for any reason that's a good one. Yeah.
I mean, you could say like if you give them socks, maybe it's because their feet are smelly.
No, I don't think so. Also, don't give them socks.
Well,
I mean, unless they're like fun socks, you know. Oh, you can have fun socks, right?
How about fun nail clippers?
Well, like a SpongeBob flavored nail clipper.
You have like an automatic nail clipper machine. You just put your foot in and it'll cut your nails.
Okay, that's like okay, you know.
What makes it more okay? Because it's like
it's like a
fancy.
It's like a gizmo, you know.
Yeah. So what if you have fancy handheld like premium nail clippers?
Not quite the same.
Why not?
Premium quality. It's like a chick and you're done. Versus like a manual. No, not the same. Why? Did you end up giving this person nail clippers?
No. I think I was just hypothecating or something.
What?
I forgot how the topic came about.
How do you feel about nail clippers?
I forgot how we got onto that topic, but I just thought it was strange because I wouldn't think it as actually no. I still don't think it would. I don't think it would be an insult if I didn't have nail clippers and I like needed new ones. And maybe I'd like said it in passing to a friend and then they remembered and they gave me nail clippers for a gift. You know, that would show they're listening.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
They're giving something useful.
See, I'm afraid of those kinds of gifts, though. Because if somebody said they need something, It's like a talk to, you know, or Paradise Lost. It's like they see that, you go out, you get nail clippers, you come back, and it's like, oh.
What is a talk to for our listeners who may not know?
I don't know. It's
time of.
It's not a bird, that's for sure.
Time of change to time of update.
Time of check to time of
check. Time of update. So basically, it's like they say it, and then you give it to them, but they already bought it.
Yeah. And then Paradise is Lost.
Good explanation.
Mm.
What is if you have to give gifts for your friends, like
I have not bought a gift for a friend in years. Like, not since my mom took me to Target to buy, like, Bop It for my friend.
This is in high school, yeah?
Yeah, in high school.
Dude, Bop It's still fun. What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
So, like, there's just no gift giving involved. Like, if friends celebrate birthdays now.
Oh,
you guys are older.
A friend had a birthday yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I was added to some group chat saying, "Hey, we should give this guy a gift." And I was like, "Yeah." And then
are all the people in the group chat at UT Austin?
No, it's here.
Oh, it's here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a Venmo requested for $19 for something. I don't know.
Well, you don't even know what gift?
No, it was adult Legos.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why are they adult?
No, they're like complicated.
Oh. Adult themed Legos. I was like, what the fuck are those? I'd be interested. Sounds something.
Dude, Legos are fun. I used to have a lot of Legos.
Dude, I still have buckets of Legos at home.
I don't know my parents. I think my parents gave them all away. I had tens of thousands of Legos. You know.
No, me too. I had like straight bucket full.
Tens of thousands. Straight up.
Could have made. Did you ever have any kind of like Lego shop? Like one of those ones where you can like trade in Legos.
Like the Lego store?
No. Those are like the official stores where you can like buy sets and stuff. I'm saying like, we had one. Fuck, I forgot the name, but it's basically where you can actually like sell your Legos.
Oh shit.
And if you're like looking for custom, or not custom, but just like, you know, individual pieces. Because you usually can't really do that at the Lego store. They do sometimes have like those bins, but certain pieces may be harder to find. If you had all those Legos, you know, I bet you could have gotten some of the returns, because Lego sets are pretty expensive. Did they all amass from like Lego sets that your parents got?
One Christmas I got a crap ton of, you know, those Lego modular whatever.
Yeah, is it the
No. Like it's like buildings. It was like a street.
Oh yeah.
They were expensive and big.
Yes, like over 1,000 pieces.
Yeah. I got a bunch of them.
Oh shit! You made a whole fucking.
And I didn't make most of them.
You didn't?
I just stopped playing with Legos for a strange reason. I built one of them, or two of them, and then I just stopped for some reason. And now the boxes are gone. Ooh. I don't know where they went.
What was your biggest Lego project set that you had? Was it those houses? Because those are over 1,000 pieces.
Those are over 1,000 pieces. Maybe that. Either that, I had this one Star Wars thing that was really big, and then somebody broke it. Literally, the second I finished building it.
One of your friends or your brother?
No, I think it was like my aunt or something. He picked it up and then drops it. And I'm like, fuck, it's gone now. I didn't have the willpower to fix it.
What the fuck is your aunt doing?
I don't want to badmouth everybody.
So under the bus.
It might not have been her. I don't remember who it was. But
that's so sad. I know what my biggest set I ever got was. It's like the OG. Well, actually, OG is very relative. It was OG for me when I was a kid. The Star Wars Star Destroyer. It was like,
whoa!
I think over 2,000 pieces, something. Came with like a stand. Like when I got that set, I think I was too small to like fully build it myself. So I remember like my sister and my dad
Okay.
helped me build
Whoa,
parts of it.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't know what like happened to it. Like I must have broke it or something because it didn't stick around for long.
Dude, I was so upset. Like my brother, so many people would like dismantle my Legos. I was so upset all the time. One time I had a friend and his little brother. Like I had like a nice train thing going, and he would pick it up and he'd like, throw it down, and he'd pick it up again and he'd throw it down. I would get my brother too. He would just like pick them apart. Oh my gosh! And so one day, we built this big table, and we built it high. We built it like so that I could barely reach the end of it when I was small. You know, I could barely, so my brother couldn't reach up and dismantle the Legos. Unfortunately, I stopped playing with Legos very soon after.
Oh, I thought the story was gonna go your brother like chopped off the bottom and everything fell down.
No. My brother's 3 years old. He's gonna do that.
Dude, you don't know, like fucking babies.
He's gonna grab a saw and start.
I don't know. They can just start
Uh-huh.
taking shit apart. Did you have? You said you had like a train. Was it one of the motorized ones?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of the ones where you could turn it on and you had like the tracks.
Uh-huh.
You could like arrange
go
them.
around.
I remember with the track set that you had. I was so fascinated with the one where you could switch it back and forth. It was
yeah.
You could like just play with the switch and then.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so fun.
I had the freight train, I think. Oh, I had both the freight train and the passenger train. The red one and the like yellow and green one.
I think I only had the freight train.
Uh-huh. And the freight train came with like the green like tower crane thing, right? But they could like hook onto the.
Oh, I don't think I had that whole thing. I think I just had. I don't know if it was actually the freight train. I know I had a motorized one that was like a train, and you had the tracks, and it was just the one where you could switch it back and forth.
Man, why did I
switch
stop?
the track. It was so fucking fun. I think the last Lego set that I ever got, it's either one of them was this Star Wars one, which I thought was like the coolest thing ever. I remember, so this I forgot what the thing is. It's like the pre-Empire X-Wing. So, you know how like do you remember in the third movie? You watched like the third movie, right? It's like when all the Republic is fighting against like the droids in that first space battle in the opening of the third movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going
Is this the one where they like go into the planet, or they crash down or something?
No. It's the one where they're going to kill Count Dooku.
Oh,
Like it's at the very beginning of the third movie.
Uh-huh.
Like Obi-Wan and Anakin. Oh, spoilers, but whatever. They're leading like the space battle to go and fight and land in Count Dooku's ship. So basically, they're all flying in these like it's like the pre 4th, 5th, 6th movie X-wings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the Republic version of them. And I had one of I was deciding between getting one of those sets or the actual like X-wing set. And I was like, I remember comparing the two, and I was like, oh, this one looks cooler. But this one, the one I got, you could do it has this thing where you push this, and then two things will fly out. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. You could actually shoot shit. And it was like a double mechanism, because the X-wing one, it had that thing where you had a gear on the back, and it'll open up the wings, like up and down. This one had both. You could open up the wings, and you could shoot the missiles. I was like, okay. This one's gotta be cooler. You can do two things at once. So I remember getting that one and building it, and then the other one, I think the last one I ever got was a motorcycle one. It was like it didn't even have any figurines or anything. It was one of those like replica ones that it like looks like the actual motorcycle.
Technic or whatever.
Yeah. And it had like springs and shit. And I think that was the last one I ever got. Such good memories with Lego. I remember one of my favorite things.
Dude, every time I think of Legos, I just get so sad because I never finished building those sets.
Yeah, I'm sure your parents still have them
They
somewhere.
don't. I know. I know my parents. My parents are the kind of people to like either give stuff away or throw them out. If it's cluttering up space, it's gone, and you'll never know where it went.
Does your brother not like Legos? Well, he's like a little older now, but when he was younger?
I mean, not really.
Damn. Like, it's just so foreign to me. What do you do if you didn't do Legos when you were younger?
I don't know. It plays Fortnite.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I all of my elementary school, I didn't play like video games until basically middle school. Like the only video game I played was Animal Crossing GameCube.
You know what I used to play?
What?
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
What'd you play it on?
Wii, of course.
On the Wii?
Yeah.
On the Wii, like, the reason I say, like, it's not like I never played video games. I mean, like, I only started playing video games regularly in middle school, because before, in elementary school, like, it was when my parents had gotten one of the Wiis. But I didn't play, like, Wii all the time. I only played it when I had, like, friends over or something, and we play, like, Wii Sports or Wii Play. And then I'd sometimes play Animal Crossing on the GameCube. But yeah, I never played any of the Lego games, but those were always on. Like, one of the things I loved doing when we went to the mall every time is going to the GameStop store, because they would have an Xbox or something set up like at the front door, so you could like just go in there and play some games. And a lot of the times they had like some kind of Lego game, like it was either the Lord of the Rings or the Star Wars one that you could play.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them. The Lego Star Wars. There was Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And Batman.
Wow. Did you play all of those?
I played Indiana Jones and Star Wars. And Pirates of the Caribbean too.
Oh, wait, I didn't even know they had a Pirates one.
That was good. I like that one. And then I don't know. There was a Lego City also. Lego City Undercover. That was a good one.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah. I like that. It was open world, right?
Yeah,
that was the first
yeah.
open world Lego game. I was like, whoa.
I did not know about that game until last year, because there was a video. You know about Cyberpunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
That game. There's a video that somebody did. It was basically like documenting all the flaws and like failed promises that the developers of
and they were all in Lego City.
No, but there was one. He was comparing the AI of Cyberpunk and the AI of Lego City Undercover. The specific scenario he was comparing between the two games was, if your car was parked right here and you just sat in the middle of the road, all the cars behind would just sit there in Cyberpunk and they wouldn't like do anything intelligent. In Lego City Undercover, if your car was here, cars would go out. It was just like the best fucking comparison ever. Cyberpunk versus Lego City Undercover.
Dude, I love that game. Lego City Undercover. Oh my gosh, what an amazing!
Was it you were playing as like a police officer? Is that?
Yeah. I don't even remember what it was about. There was so much that you would like fly around with a little chicken over your head. I just like driving around, you know. Instead of playing GTA.
It's like little kids GTA. Yeah.
It was on the Wii U, which is like the worst part of it.
Okay.
So you have the big clunky thing.
Yeah, the fucking giant gamepad.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking old.
Yeah, that's a good Christmas present.
Yeah. You have to gift them the Wii U as well, though. You know.
Yeah, that was actually my Christmas present.
Oh, both?
The Wii U plus the Lego City Undercover.
That must have been a good Christmas.
A very good Christmas.
One of your best ones.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, the memories.
Was that? What were some other like top Christmas? Was
this
it like
iPad.
always the Lego? Oh, this one too.
This iPad, yeah. I mean, this was good for a different reason, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like life-changingly amazing. Like I don't use paper anymore. It's amazing.
That's true. Two different reasons,
but
both involving gamepads in a way.
Yeah.
There you go. I was gonna say with like the Lego, besides just the Lego sets itself, right? Well, actually, sticking with the Lego sets, like I first got into Lego with all like the Lego sets with the instructions and like all the pieces they give you, and then like I had a huge evolution of my like Lego phase where at some point I got into these two Lego books. I saw about them online. One of them was called Forbidden Lego, and it showed you how to make Lego guns that shot shit. And then another one called like Real Lego Weapons or something.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think fuck, I forgot what the website is called, but there's like websites online where you can buy individual parts, just like those stores I was talking about, but you can like purchase all the pieces. So I'd gotten these books and I wanted to actually build like the guns, right? So I had to like go online and make a whole like purchase list of all the like pieces that I was missing. And I remember like to build a lot of these guns, I think overall the actual order went up to like $100. I bought of Lego of like little individual parts. And then I started fucking building Lego guns that were like shooting shit. It was like it was very fun. And just like the creativity, right? I'm guessing you were talking about you had like a Lego table and that you build stuff.
See, that's the other thing I feel bad about. Every time my Lego memories are just like tinged with sadness.
With regret.
And regret, yes. I was very much a to the book instructions follower, and I never explored my Lego creativity by building random shit.
Never.
Almost never. I mean, I would do some things. Because I had a big bucket, I would sometimes put stuff together. But I mean, the intended purpose of the Legos to build anything you want, let your imagination run wild, was not for me. And I get so sad.
That was when you knew you were a follower.
I was actually about to say that. Yeah, I mean,
it's so weird. Like that's like their vision, I guess, for what Lego can be. But then all this shit they sell is
with instructions,
instruction sets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, actually, I often point to that as an example of why I will never amount to anything.
Your Lego experience.
Because I was a strict follower of the rules.
I'm proud to say that I was both, but I definitely embraced. I think that was the most creative I was in my whole life because I did a lot of shit. I still have one of the. I made like a so there's like those Lego knockoffs, right? They're like called. I almost said Roblox, but it's not Roblox.
There's a bunch of them.
I know there's a bunch of them. I forgot what they're called, but
what are they called? It's like, are they Mega or something?
No, there's ones that are actual like Lego sets. I know. Megas are bigger. I forgot what they're called. I still have them at home. So
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they're terrible by comparison to Lego.
I know, their quality is not as good, but I had one, like, I don't think my parents even gave it to me. I think they had it like before I was born or something. It was like a whole fucking aircraft carrier.
Oh shit.
And it had like a bunch of pieces. And the standard 2x4 3 high, you know, that like the standard block, those were like the same size as Lego, so you could place them together. So I had like a lot of those.
You could connect them, but like they were like quality was clearly worse.
Yeah. Either way, I built this like World War II Spitfire plane. I was like trying to model it off of like the World War II shit with like a little cockpit where a minifigure could sit in. It was like, I still have that model today. I think it's still sitting like upstairs in my fucking dad's study or something. That creativity is still there. It's fucking, I had so many things I remember creating. Like one of the things that I loved doing, because as a little kid I was very fascinated with like enacting war, which I guess like a lot of boys like to do. And so I would just have like minifigure battles, and I'd like build fucking forts and have like minifigures on the walls, and they're like shooting down, and I'd be like acting out fucking battles and shit. It was like, I don't know. I look back on it with like very fond memories of the creativity that I have, because it's all just gone now. It's all in OS now, all the time. I don't have time for creativity anymore.
Yeah.
So sad.
So
Unfortunately.
much regret.
Hey, maybe
I love Legos, dude.
you know,
Loved it.
listeners of the podcast, we all know what to get Alon now for a birthday gift. Yeah,
Present.
another Lego. We'll get you a whole box,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe we'll get you a set.
Oh, and I remember one time. Oh man, the Legos. This was an ancient memory. This was like before I moved houses. I got a boat. I don't even remember what for. It was like my birthday or something.
Like a Lego boat.
Like a Lego boat, and I took it to the bathtub. Then it got ruined. So yeah, don't do that.
You reminded me. I had one. It was like a pirate ship. It had the cannons. It was like the red base and like a silver grayish top. You put like one of the. It's like the minifigure heads.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the round 3.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
You could put that in, and then it had a little spring in the back. You go pull it back, release
launch
it, and
the
it
cannon?
shoots it
No
out.
way, bro.
Shoots it out. It was so fucking cool.
Oh, you know like the windy things, like if you had like rope and you needed to wind it up.
I don't think I remember that.
Dude, those things are so annoying because they give you the rope and you give you the little windy thing, and you have to stick the rope through the hole.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Tie it. I would always ask my mom for help because I could never do it.
Oh my god.
Those are so annoying to do.
Yeah. Did you ever do? So I'm guessing you didn't do this, but did you ever do any like kind of Lego summer camps or anything like that?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I made a hotel once.
Okay.
And we didn't finish.
Was the summer camp just like they gave you Legos and you just build whatever, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. That was one of them. Another one was stop motion animation. And so I did like a little Lego. I don't remember what it was. I think I called it the Vacation Disaster. I don't remember what the plot was.
I remember 2 of the ones that I had. One of them was like designing like buildings and like physics stuff. So like building pendulums. We did one that was trying to build the best bridge possible out of Legos, and then you put like weights on it and see who's like survived the longest before they like broke apart or whatever.
Did you win?
I don't think so. Another one that we had was, do you remember Lego Mindstorm? It's like the programmable.
Yes.
So the camp that I had, it was actually the technology before Mindstorm. Like Lego had another thing. It was like before Mindstorm, like because Mindstorm was a lot more like shiny and whatever. But they had another one before where it was actually like programmable stuff. Like with motors.
Did it start with an E?
Maybe. I don't remember the name anymore.
I think I did that.
I did that as one of the camps as well. And we built like little cars. And you could actually like program them a little bit with like very basic stuff like turning left, turning right and shit. And we did that as well. So we were fucking building...
Was it EV3? Oh no, that is Mindstorm.
No. That is Mindstorm.
That is Mindstorm. Yeah, I did the EV3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did have Mindstorm as well, though. Like, that was one of the gifts I once had for, like, I think it was Christmas. Did you, like, build anything with
it? I did robotics. A robotics thing in middle school.
Yeah, I know those are really popular with, like, robotics for, like, young kids. Because it's, like, young kids already know how to do stuff with Lego most of the time, and then now you're doing robotics with them.
Yeah, and they're, like, completely programmable. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, like, incredible.
I know.
That was like, what was it? Yeah, I don't remember. But it was memories.
The Mindstorm, the fondest memory I had with that is, you could like look up online how to do like certain things, right? Because people make tutorials. There was one. They taught you how to make Guitar Hero for the Lego Mindstorm. So you built like this little guitar with like basically how it detected like Guitar Hero, you have to click like the buttons, right? But for Mindstorm, you didn't have buttons. Instead, what they did is, remember the Mindstorm like head? It was like the sensor.
Yeah.
You put that on as like the guitar thing, and you slid it up and down, and it would detect like that movement and like that kind of movement as the different notes. And I remember it was the fucking coolest thing ever, because the Mindstorm body, it had like a little screen, right? And it had like the buttons, like the two left, right buttons, and then the back button and the orange like button in the middle. You can load on programs, and you can load songs for this like little Guitar Hero thing. And you can see like the notes that you were supposed to play. It was like you were actually playing fucking Guitar Hero with the Mindstorm, and you were just going like this. That was like the coolest thing ever with the Mindstorm that I ever did.
Wow, what happened? What happened?
Yeah, like I was never as interested in the robotics of like, I don't know, making cars and shit. I thought that was like the coolest thing ever with the Mindstorm.
Wow.
One last thing with the Lego, besides the Mindstorm, which is programmable, they also had this whole like set of like actual like physics stuff, where they had like fuck, I don't know what. It was like they had like pulleys and like springs and stuff with like teaching you how to make basic physics related stuff.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't remember the name now. Like all of these things, I can't remember the name of. I just have the images in my head. I still have those instruction manuals. I know where they are at home with how to make those sets, but it was so. There was just so much with Lego. That was my elementary school childhood, because like one of the ways I made friends, my two best friends back in elementary school, like we would connect. One of our favorite thing to do. There were two favorite things we loved to do in elementary school. It was play Legos, and they had Ninjagos, which I didn't have. I never like really played with those, but a lot of my friends had the Ninjagos.
Yeah.
And they fucking spin around and like hit each other.
Did you ever play Lego Universe?
No, I never did.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
What is that?
Lego, you never heard of Lego Universe?
I don't think so.
Wow. Wow, what a time, man.
What was that? What is
it? It was a Lego MMO made by Lego.
Online game?
Online game.
Bruh.
Where you could run around as a little Lego dude in your open world, massively online, multiplayer. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh. That was amazing. And then they shut it down.
Oh.
They shut it down when I was in 5th grade. January 20th, 2010 or something, I don't know.
All good things.
That was a long time ago. I remember I would... So cringe.
Let's hear it.
So when they first came... when they first came out with the news that they were shutting down, I was like, oh no, they don't have enough users. And so
I know.
I'll let you fill in the gaps.
I'll give you the honors. You can tell your own story here.
Yeah, I would go around knocking on doors, telling people to play the Lego Universe so that my game wouldn't go away.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you made a bunch of bot accounts to like try to do it. No. That's even better.
Yeah. Oh man.
Did you convince anyone?
No, probably not. Wow.
Well, did you like you like went up to your neighbor's doors and like fucking...
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, what a game. My my username was 23 capital A's. But there was a forum post about my name. I remember.
What?
Yeah, there was like a thread about like stupid names or something, and somebody said I saw a guy walking around with like a shit ton of A's.
Holy sh!
I had to like logging in. It was like I counted them. It was 23 A's. Oh man,
Bruh.
Oh,
How did you
man.
come up with that name? You just bashed it?
I had a friend. No, I had a friend. I had a fish when I was 5 years old. My parents let me name him, and I named him N.
Just the letter
The
N.
letter N, yeah. So I guess when I was little, I had like a affinity for letters.
And a good sense of humor. You know, if I saw someone with 23 A's, I'd be like, this guy, he understands how to.
Oh, and then there was this. So yeah, they had their forum, right? The Lego Universe forum. And then there was this one person who would write like fan fiction.
Right.
Like Lego, Lego Universe lore, like, and that's super into it, right? And then one day I was walking around, right, and I saw somebody's username was like a character in the story.
Whoa!
And I was like, no way! I was like, you're the guy from the story, and he was like, yeah.
Wait, this guy was just fucking taking like people he knew in the universe and like
Yeah, I guess.
writing a story with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like about his friends or something. I don't know.
Oh shit!
Or her friends. I don't even remember what.
You're famous.
Yeah. I was like, and then he was like, yeah. I'm gonna go hang out with the X person who wrote the story, and I was like, no way! Take me with you.
Whoa.
And so I got to meet the author of.
Oh, you gotta meet him! Whoa!
The author of the fan fiction. Oh my god!
God.
What amazing memories I have from this game.
Do you remember anything? Like, did you talk with him and like say anything? Or
Yeah, we actually like we
played a bit.
we're like friends. Like we were like we played a good together.
Wow. Did he ever add you
To the story? No, I got behind and I stopped reading and then they shut down this forum.
Oh. I mean, it'd be a little hard to add a character called 23A.
23As, yeah. See, I remember they let you do like animations, right? Like wave and stuff. One of them was like fall on the floor or something. And so I like saw the person and I did like the fall on the floor. It was so good, man. What a game.
Wait, I don't understand this. So it's like MMO. Were you doing like co-op quests and stuff? Like, what was the point?
Yeah. They had like quests and stuff, and there was like different worlds, right? There were like one of them was called like the Almond Gardens or something. The reason I bring it up is because you were talking about Ninjago, and I think the last world, or like the second to last world that they added before they shut down the game was the Ninjago world. And it was like hard too. I remember I didn't like it because it was you would die there a lot.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you could like beat up people. There was like factions too.
You can make like clans.
No. It was like in the game faction. So one of them was like the Sentinel, right?
And you had to like pick with your character, like.
Yeah. But you had to pay for the game to do that. I remember it. For the longest time, I didn't have a paid account, and so I was like, oh, so sad. And then I asked my dad.
Did he get it for you?
Yeah, he did. And then my game crashed.
No, what?
Because my computer didn't have enough RAM. And so then I was sad, and then for the longest time I didn't play. And then I got a new computer, and the first thing I did was play Lego Universe.
Wow. Damn.
Wow, yeah. And so, I was the Sentinel, that's what I remember. There's also like the Buccaneer, which is like a pirate guy thing. I don't remember the other ones.
Damn. It sounds just like fucking Club Penguin.
Yeah, I never actually played Club Penguin.
I did too, but a lot of the same mechanics. Like you have different, like you said, different worlds. It was like different places on the island for the Club Penguin, and then you were saying like the emotes that you could do. Like the Club Penguin, you could do like fucking dance moves, and then the premium, like having a paid account is like the same thing with the Club Penguin, where you could buy like little pets and shit.
No, but there was actual mechanics that were behind the wall.
No, I think it was the same in Club Penguin as well. Like not as much, but there were like Club Penguin. There were like exclusive areas where only paid accounts.
Yeah, same. Except actually, most of the worlds were behind the paywall.
Oh,
yeah,
that's sad.
So
Pay to win back in fucking like 2005 or
Pay to
whatever.
play, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But not 2005, but like 2008, 9, 10. Oh man. And then one time, this guy, I don't remember. So like you could like trade in the game, and so there were like common areas, and everyone would go to and be like, "I'm selling X, Y, Z." It was like rare items or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time there was this guy that was like, "Let's play a game or something." Anyone who wants to play a game. And I don't even remember what the heck it was or something. This was towards the end after they had like announced the end. And then at the end, he just like gave everybody like hundreds of thousands of credits or something. He was like, "This is my last time playing the game. Enjoy your last few whatevers with it. Here you go."
Wow.
And I was like, "Wow,
holy shit!
Yeah.
Your first experience with philanthropy."
Yeah. I got like 300,000 credits or something from it.
Was that a lot?
I think so. Yeah. I think I bought a briefcase with it. I was like, I'm real snazzy now. I had like a full suit. Let's see, briefcases were expensive. I remember that game.
Fucking was there like mini games that you could play inside the game?
I don't remember, man. I don't remember. Oh, another faction was the builder. I remember that. I'm trying to unlock the memory. I remember I had like a huge backlog of quests also, that I never got to. And like it would just keep getting longer and longer. It was like that was a major source of stress for me because it was like always an ever-growing list of things that I didn't do. I don't know, man. Good times,
dude. Those
at the very end, everybody gathered around like in the last few minutes before they shut down the servers.
Oh my god, that's just like Club Penguin.
Yeah. Oh man, so sad. And then it shut down. Never to return.
That's so sad. Petition Lego. You should go work at Lego and gameplay engineer. Bring it back. Yeah.
Oh, I miss Lego Universe with all my heart, man. I yearn for it.
I never experienced that, but it sounds like so much fun. I remember like in Club Penguin, there's these two mini games that always stick in my mind. It's like the one where it's like a minecart. It's like kind of like Temple Run, where you have to basically like it was like minecart surfer, and you had to like hold down the right keys at the right time as your penguin's like fucking surfing the minecart, and you had to like jump over obstacles and stuff. And another one was it was like a puzzle game. It was basically you had to get from a start to a finish, and you had to cover the entire ice. So basically you want to all the squares you can move to, you want to cover them. Like, I don't know what the CS problem is. I think there's always like full traversal. I don't know what the CS problem is, but it's basically it's like a grid of squares, and you have a start and an end, and you have to like cover all of them with your path. Like you have to visit every square, and then find a path to the end. Where you visit every square, like, and it was like a puzzle.
The traveling salesman sounds
like kind of,
or Lurian tour.
Yeah, I think that might be more like it. And it was like a puzzle game because you had to like figure out what way to do it, and there were like power ups, and then there were like keys and like locks. So you have to like go get the key first, and then figure out a path to get the key first, and then you would go to the lock to unlock the lock, and then you would continue and stuff like that. Oh, and there's like a pizza game too, where you had to like make pizzas, and according to like ingredients, and like the orders would come along.
Yeah, I think I might have actually played this once. Yeah.
And I remember also there was one that was like a card game.
Yes, I played that one for sure.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of Club Penguin, just very little, but I played the card game for sure.
Yeah.
And there was like the ice and the
and the water and the fire. Fucking, I don't remember how. I remember I was really bad at it. I just kept losing.
Man, I can't believe Club Penguin is gone.
I think there was like a project to revive it, but I don't think anybody ever plays it anymore because, like, once you actually shut it down, you know, the magic's a bit lost. It's just not the same anymore. and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever have Bionic? Do you remember Bionic?
Yeah, I never had them, but I know what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I only ever got like 2 Bionics. One of them was like a gift that my Chinese school actually gave like people for like I think it was part of our yo-yo club, and they gave like a gift to like all the super tiny kids wherever. And we got this like tiny Bionic thing. Must have been like $5 or $10 each, but it was like the coolest shit ever because it was like a little Bionic dude you could make. It was like 50 pieces or whatever. And the second one I got from a prize at Chuck E. Cheese. I got like enough tickets and I got a fucking Bionic. And that was the highlight of my Chuck E. Cheese career. Chuck E. Cheese.
Wow.
You ever go to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, I got birthdays there.
Yeah.
Got to meet Chucky. Chuck. I always thought it was Chuck E. Cheese, like Chuck E. Cheese.
That was his whole name.
Yeah, like Chuck E. Cheese. But it's actually Chuck E. Cheese. And I mean, I'm just stupid because it's like written on the front of the building.
The Chuck E. Cheese, like, it had the fucking, like, play structure, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where you could fucking climb all over the place. I don't think I ever really did that. I only played like the arcade games because I
think it's a cesspool for disease, honestly.
All the little kids.
Yeah, going in that. And that's when it's a little car. There was like a little car thing up there. And you could see.
Oh yeah. It's like the same. It's just like those McDonald's that have those play structures.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to those?
Yeah, I thought all McDonald's have. Oh,
no.
Yeah, clearly not. Yeah,
clearly not.
Right.
I mean, fucking the one in Pittsburgh doesn't have that, yeah. But yeah, we like the one right next to our house.
Yeah,
I think
next to my house too.
Yeah.
Oops.
I don't think I ever really played in it, but I was like jealous in that I wanted to play with it, but then we always just got food and then left. I could never play in the McDonald's. So sad.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Be happy. Okay. Man, that was a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the one last thing, connection with Lego, that had a really good memory was, did you ever go to Legoland?
No.
Okay. That was when I was really young in elementary school. I went to California to visit like relatives. And the highlight of the trip was going to Legoland and Disneyland. Actually, I don't think we went to Disneyland on that one. We went to Legoland and like SeaWorld. And of course, Legoland was way cooler because all the Lego shit and like the rides.
Yeah, the animal abuse didn't do it for you.
Yeah, SeaWorld was just like, bruh, what the fuck is this? There were no rides.
Dude, I always wanted to go to Legoland, but no.
One day, maybe if you work in California, you know, you can do a day trip there.
Yeah. Or they'll go to the one. There's a bunch of them, right?
Really?
Well, I mean, there's one in Denmark,
yeah,
at least, right? But
I only ever knew the one in the what is it called? California.
There's a Legoland Discovery Center in like 40 minutes from my house. That's not Legoland.
Is it just what is it?
I don't know. It's like a tiny museum of Legos. It's like boring.
Ooh.
Yeah. I went there once, but it doesn't really count. There's one in Florida.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about Legoland was not just the rides, is like they had all those all the little exhibitions or exhibits of like stuff made out of Lego. You see like whole Lego towns made out of Lego.
Yeah, can you imagine that being your job? That would be amazing.
That was my dream job.
You know, okay, sorry, never mind. I take this back. I would be upset as a child because I lacked the creativity to be able to make things like that without instructions. I was like, I could never be a Lego person because I am incapable of doing things on my own unless somebody tells me how to do them.
That's such a depressing thought for a young child.
I have had this mentality ever since I was small.
Lucky cow. God damn. Well, time to break it, you know? My dream job, I think it was my first ever dream job. Like, the first time I even had the thought of, what do I want to do when I grow up? It was become one of the Lego designers who makes those sets. And like the sets and make the instructions.
What a job that must be. Honestly.
Like, honestly, that must be a real tough job. Like, fucking, you have to have the creativity, and then you have to think of how are you gonna build everything, and then detailing like the instruction steps.
Yeah, making sure they give the right order of building steps.
Yeah, that would be kid friendly. Yeah,
that sounds hard.
I'm just thinking now. If I ever have money in the future, maybe I want to indulge in Lego again. You know, one thing I definitely want to do. It's like the Big Mama. I don't know if it is the most pieces, but you know the Millennium Falcon one.
Yeah.
It's over 5,000.
Yeah,
it's like 5,200 or something.
Yeah. That's like a classic.
I know. I kind of want to get one. It's like $500. But you know,
I know I will never build it though. So it's like
someday.
One day.
One day.
Yeah. Millennium Falcon.
Lego will just, it'll always, like, nothing will replace it. I remember when I grew up later, I would, I had like a short phase where I would do balsa wood constructions.
It's not the same.
It's just not the same.
It's like, Legos are like the Oreos of like building things, you know? It's like nothing is better.
Yeah, nothing compares. It's just, I really, it's so hard to relate with people who don't do Legos when they like, well, it doesn't really come up that often. But I just don't know. What are you doing if you're not playing Legos? Like, and especially during when like we grew up where video games were not as they were still prevalent. They were definitely actually. But I'm still, if you weren't playing video games, like your non-video game activity, what did you do if you weren't doing Legos? I just never understood.
I don't know, go outside.
The whole time though. Fucking, there's no way you can do that as much time as I spent doing Legos. Like,
I was short back then.
So much fun.
Small miniature me. I remember I was sitting on the floor for so long, building the Legos. Because I build them on the floor, right?
Yes,
naturally.
I build them on the floor.
And then I get up and my legs would be like, ah.
They fall asleep. Yeah. I remember it was the when I got the Star Destroyer. It was like the first super big one that I had, and I was like, we're gonna finish this tonight, right?
Impossible.
And then we didn't do it in one night. I was like, what? We have to wait till morning to finish? No, I want to look at what it looks like. It just looks so cool. I want to see it.
Man, I miss Lego.
Dude, now just talking about it, I actually want to do that. I want to get the Millennium Falcon. I want to build that Millennium Falcon now. Fucking put it on my bucket list for my adult life. I'll do it at some point. Fuck. God damn, man. Yeah. When I talked, I think it was the first episode that we did of this season. I talked about my California trip, right? One of the things I was talking with my sister about was all her interviews that she had to do for her residency applications that she's doing right now for med school. And it's like a very intense interview process. Intense in the time intensity, where you have so many interviews with so many different schools, just like all within like the same period of time. Like she was just doing interviews. Sometimes she'd have like And it wasn't just interviews. It's actually fucking crazy how much stuff you have to do for this. You have like, it's not just one interview with like one doctor. It's like fucking four. It's like those like 4 or 5 rounds where you're like talking with different doctors.
Oh my gosh.
And then they have things called socials where it's like supposed to be more of a social setting, but you're still supposed to kind of like go and like engage with like the doctors or whatever, or meet other people who are applying also.
That sucks.
you got to do that for like fucking every school that you're or every hospital, I should say, that you're trying to apply to. Either way, she was talking about how she had to do all these like back to back and like so many of them with her schedule, and how it was still actually better than it would have been if there wasn't COVID, because if there wasn't COVID, she'd have to do a lot of these interview stuff, like fly out and like fly all over the place. And I was thinking like, COVID really made our interview process
so much easier.
So much easier. So much fucking easier.
Dude, wait, is it gonna go back?
Like
I hope it doesn't go back.
I really think there's no way it can go back. Like,
wait, it's actually so
it's
much
just
better.
so foreign to me. How are you even supposed to apply to a bunch of companies if you like?
Well, I had an interview every single day 1 week, right?
Yeah, how are you supposed to do that? You're just flying all over the place. I have no idea how you're supposed to do that.
Impossible.
Like even just with jobs.
Wait a second. It's not gonna go back like next year, is it?
I'm really praying not.
Because I'm not gonna be even like in the country.
Oh yeah, well you're gonna be applying to jobs, but I think there's like a trend now, like because a lot of people doing work from home and just like remote work, right? So I think at least for tech stuff, there's probably a trend now where all these interviews are gonna be done online. But I can't even wrap my head around that. Like, how do you do that when you're doing internship searching? Would be like even more stressful because you'd actually be like,
and you're missing class.
Yeah, I know. Like one of my friends in freshman year, we were both freshmen, and he actually in the fall was doing internship stuff, and he actually got an interview, and he actually had to go and fly out, and I'm like, but you're missing class.
Len too. When he got Capital One, he had to fly out.
That was like for a summit though. That was over the winter break.
No. Oh, for an interview.
The actual interview. Oh,
he had to fly out. I remember.
I think that was before. Yeah,
I remember. He walked into our room with a carry-on, and he was like, "I'm about to go. See you guys," and then he left.
I was like, "What the fuck? You're missing school, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be in New York for a day." And I'm like, "What?" Buddy,
I had one in-person interview though.
I know. I have never for
and I didn't get
tech
the job,
stuff.
so I guess take with that. Take
at least you got the experience now.
It's tough. I mean, I don't know. It's like it's different. They see you like your whole body.
They see your whole body. I mean, they didn't.
Honestly, it should be an advantage for me, right?
They didn't see. I mean, they didn't see your face though. They didn't see that handsome face, you know. I will feel very sorry for all the med school people if they have to go back to that life post-COVID, where you have to go in person for this kind of shit. I can't even believe, like...
That's terrible.
That's so bad. And it's like the same for like applying to jobs, right? Before, like it wasn't like Zoom calls and shit. You like we're supposed to fucking... I guess people only ever applied for like jobs in their like city then, like where they live or nearby.
Yeah.
Because like remote work was just not as viable. So I guess it would be. I mean, that still involves you like driving all over the place.
No, I mean people did. I mean, I guess I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. It really does.
Like I'm thinking, there are definitely people who, you know, like apply to, I don't know, like a FANG company, and then if they get it, they'll like move, right? So, pre-COVID, I'm wondering how that application went. Did they actually go to the place to?
Yeah, they must have, right? Yeah, they must have.
What? That's like an expense and a half, especially if you don't even get it. Like you went all of that.
Well, they'll pay for your flight.
Okay.
So.
And
Hotel.
accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll make it worth it then, at least.
And I think they only do it for the final round. It's like a phone screen before.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't spend money on like random
random first rounds. Fly everybody out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think it just gives much better opportunities for the applicants. Like they can just apply to a lot more places. Do them all in 1 week, as you said, like that you did.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's better for companies too. Like
yeah, I'm better all around, honestly. Yeah, just a more efficient process.
Yeah.
Please don't change it back.
Please. That's we're begging you. Yeah. Let's do one last topic here.
The topic.
This is a popular question that I sometimes see on dating related subreddits or on Ask Reddit. It's the question of paying on the first date.
I thought we've already talked about this.
I don't think we have. But what are your opinions on that? Because it is very divided.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been on a date, so I'm not really the person to ask.
If you were to go on a date, what would your be your inclination? What would be your strategy? Like, would you offer to pay for their meal if you went out to like a meal? Would it depend on the restaurant? Or
depend on the restaurant, depend on the person.
So it depend on like how the night went.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably ask like, so are we gonna split it or?
Honestly, I think that's very valid. Like, I feel like it's all very subjective because I don't know. The questions a lot of the time on Reddit are like a guy is asking, girls, what do you think about paying on the first date?
I mean, obviously, girls are not gonna ask guys, right?
I know.
Guys are gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to pay for both people.
I know, but it's like, and the range that the like women responses were like some people absolutely kind of like require it or really expect it because they feel like it's like a it's like custom of like dates.
Conservatives.
And it's like supposed to be a way that you're like expressing interest. And then other people are like, I'm totally okay with splitting. And then they're more in the middle where they're like, I like that they would offer to pay first. But if they do, then I'll be like, oh, it's totally fine. We can split, blah, 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 blah. And it's like a very varied response. So it's like tough for the guy asking because you don't know which kind of girl you're gonna get. But I feel like the approach that I would do would be like you offer, and then yeah, I guess you just offer. But if you offer, but then if they say oh that's fine, then I wouldn't like insist on it. I'd just be like, okay, yeah, sure, let's split it. And also, I think it would be more based on like circumstance too. Like, honestly, I think what you said, feeling out how the night went. Like, if you don't vibe with the person at all, I probably wouldn't do that because like you have no expectation to want to even like go again, have another time out. So like, it's very subjective, but the opinions are very divided across the internet, as expected, because I guess age-old question that people have
from time immemorial.
Time immemorial.
Well, actually, not really. This is like a very modern question. Before that was like expected.
There was also, just while we were on the subject, what would you think about open relationships.
No.
No. How about, okay, so it's not like you're in a relationship yet, but what if you knew that the person you're asking to be dating, or like you're asking to go on a date, they're like actively going on dates with a lot of other people? Would you expect that? What like thoughts?
I mean, yeah, but it sounds like a common thing that happens, right?
Yeah. Would you do that too, where you would have like, where you'd like, instead of just focusing on one person, you would like, I don't know, fucking go on like 5 dates, 5 nights in a row with 5 different people?
This is pretty...
That sounds expensive, but
yeah.
also...
I mean, I don't know.
Not as extreme, but would you do that where it's like, instead of really focusing on one person, you'd like spread out and just try and have a lot of opportunities?
Do you do a breadth first search?
Yeah, breadth first search instead of depth first.
I don't know. It was never really thought about it too much.
Well, maybe there's a time to think about it. You know, getting older, and that topic will eventually get on the mind.
Yeah, we'll find out. Burn that bridge when we get to it.
It's actually kind of crazy. It doesn't even feel like it, but like we're almost gonna be 21 soon, and that's a little scary. In that I don't feel a lot of the times like
we'll be 10% of the way through our 20s.
That is a scary way to put it.
Yeah, this is like the peak of our lives.
Supposedly.
After we hit 30, I mean, basically we're like
fucked.
Old farts. Our brain stops working. Our back starts hurting. Well,
that's a good one.
You know, like the knee problems start.
Yeah, well,
it
already happens with the squats, you know. Yeah, like I called my parents today, and they were like, "Holy shit!" Because when I told them for spring break, like what my plans were. And they're like, when's spring break? And I'm like, oh, it's the week after next. And they're like, what the fuck? It's already half the semester gone? And they're like, were these past 6 or 8 weeks, was that worth $15K tuition? Which is what CMU is charging for tuition? I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, already like half the semester is gone.
Yeah. I mean, you're not really paying for the instruction.
You're paying for the degree. That's what it all boils down to. But it feels like time is just passing by, just like that. Like high school felt like a drag. College, it's fucking speeding by. Like we're gonna be done with 3 years soon.
Yeah.
And then 1 more year, and then we're fucking working for the next 40 years or so. Unless you retire early, which you might, because HFT. You know.
Oh boy. I'm gonna do nothing with my life.
Do you plan to try and retire early? Is that like a goal?
Really?
Work hard and then retire early?
I'm really gonna do nothing at all. Yeah, I don't know. Well,
what would you do if you retired early? What would you fill your time with?
I don't know, move to Idaho. Become a potato farmer. You know. Live off the land. Simpler life.
I don't think farmers fully live off the land either.
Yeah, especially not potato farmers. So I think you do a little bit more than just potatoes.
I think we talked about this. Is there any place that you would like want to retire to? I think you said like an English speaking place, like New Zealand.
I don't think I ever said that.
Okay.
That was definitely not me.
Okay.
Probably someplace warm. So I guess New Zealand would be a good nice place.
Nicaragua.
No. Someplace develops.
Well, it's funny. With this recent Ukraine thing, Nicaragua, Venezuela, and like one other country were among like the only countries that were actively supporting Russia. Oh, and Belarus.
Well, obviously Belarus.
Yeah, but
and China and
well, China hasn't been as active. Like they're kind of abstaining, but Nicaragua and Venezuela, they were like, yeah, Russia.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah. It was just in the news, so it was like, oh yeah, Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Still got the communists there, right?
The Sandinistas.
They're still there.
Toujours. I don't even remember how to say still. Todavía en poder. Okay, I'm forgetting how to speak Spanish because of this French stuff.
You're speaking Spanish in a French accent now?
No.
Not quite? Okay. It hasn't pervaded that much yet.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do the French accent properly.
I don't know. It seems like you're practicing a lot. You keep saying English words.
It's too hard. It's too hard. It's impossible.
Probably not.
I don't think I will ever be able to emulate it properly.
I'm sure if you're there in Grenoble for a couple months. Also, have you figured out like there was a possibility that you're gonna have to stay there like into January? Have you?
Yeah, I don't actually know still. So
you might want to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Because that sounds like
pretty bad.
Not very fun.
Well, I mean, you know, because they have like break at an odd time. It's like break then exams or something, potentially.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because like
you have to like study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That blows.
A little bit. Yeah, but you can still do other stuff. I mean, how much time are you really going to spend studying?
I don't know. People do study a lot.
Well, like 4 hours? I mean,
not everybody's like you. Just saying. It's very variable. So, you said some ways warm. Do you want to stay in the United States?
Yeah, we can move to Florida. That's where all the old people go, right? Mar-a-Lago. Yeah.
Golf?
Pick up golf? No, probably not.
Have you ever tried? You have tried golfing,
Yeah.
Do you like it? No.
No. To my dad's despair.
Despair.
Unfortunately.
Chagrin. Does your brother like golfing?
He plays golf, yeah.
Dude.
My brother's like the exact opposite of me. In like many ways.
Does he like your dad? Who's more similar to your dad?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like what are the defining characteristics of your dad?
Indian.
Golf.
Golf.
Petroleum.
Oil, yeah, sure.
Okay, it seems like your brother's winning. 1-0. He's got golf.
He's also half Indian.
I mean, you are too.
1.5 to 0.5.
1.5 to 0.5. There you go.
I don't know.
Have you talked to your brother recently?
No.
Probably makes sense.
Actually, I hardly even talk to my family. I do that like once a month. We talk for like half an hour. I mean, once a month. Once a week, we talk for like half an hour. And that's about it.
Oh, with your family?
Mm.
Well, that's the same with me. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, my brother... I mean, we're very different. He and I think I was a bit more studious when I was his age.
Do you think he's more creative?
No.
Well, do you think you're more creative?
No.
Okay, so you guys are equal in that regard?
Yeah. Both not creative.
I mean, he didn't even have the opportunity to do Legos, it seems. So
yeah.
even less opportunities for creativity to flourish.
Yeah.
Like you were there in the household when he's growing up. What did he do when he was younger? If he's not playing,
We watched YouTube videos. I used to play a little bit of Legos.
okay.
Because he followed me, but then he gave them up really fast.
And then was he playing video games?
Yeah. Played Fortnite a lot. Star Wars Battlefront we played. Now I play a lot of like 2K and Madden.
Damn. It sounds like the complete opposite of games that you would play.
I don't know what he does now, really.
Does he play basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on the middle school B team.
Oh,
He won second place.
Oh,
District.
shit.
Yeah. He was undefeated until the very last game.
Wait, what does that mean? He was undefeated or the team?
Or the team, yeah.
Okay.
They.
It was like a 1v1 tournament.
Yeah.
You probably win. Is he tall yet already for his age?
Pretty tall, yeah.
Okay.
5 foot something around there. I guess that's like everyone's 5 foot something.
Well,
In the 7th grade, yeah, everybody's 5 foot something.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy, man, when you go back and his voice drops. I think that'll be the time when you realize.
His voice is not going to drop for another couple years, I don't think. If he's anything like me.
Well, you said that you guys are very different. So.
Well, we're genetically the same, though, so.
I don't know if not anomalies can happen. It happens. Alright, well, let's wrap it up. 26 episodes, 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
I was allowing you to continue on if you're gonna say some more words.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. Thanks for joining us. And the podcast is ending. Just kidding.
Podcast has been very fun, and hopefully we can keep doing it. Hopefully we find the time to keep doing it. As we said, we are at the calm before the storm currently, because this next week will be bad. But hopefully we'll make it through, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully with a guest, and if not, with a guest some other time this season. Bye.
See ya.